Believe me, if you dive deep into the subject, you will never come out. It's so interesting, it's so awesome. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be learning about Kali Linux. Have you heard about the word called Kali Linux? If yes, you will have an idea of what it is. For the people or the viewers who don't know about Kali Linux, I'll just brief you out. Are you using any laptop or computer? If yes, obviously you'll be using Windows. That's the basic common operating system we all use from our childhood. So in Windows 10 or Windows 8 or 7, it's very easy to use. You have the user interface where you can graphically interact with the items on the screen and get the services done. But unlike Windows, this Kali Linux is having command line. Like you have to pass commands for all the services you require from the operating system. So services are nothing but tasks if you are getting confused. In Kali Linux, you need to pass the command. So why is Kali Linux safer than Windows 10 is? Windows 10 is used by everybody, not just Windows 10. Let me take Windows as a general operating system. Windows is used by everybody, every institution, every colleges, every schools, every day-to-day activities, even a common man like me, you, everybody use Windows. So it is vulnerable to attacks. Why? Because people who create malwares target these Windows users because they are of large numbers. Like many people use Windows 10, not Kali Linux or any other operating system, and they're easy. The target is easy. If you affect one Windows system, it can easily spread to other Windows system because there are numerous of people using Windows. That's the reason Windows get affected very easily. So what is Linux? If you ask me, I would say it's a basic architecture. So any mobile, you take any Android mobile or any operating system for that matter, any Linux based operating system for that matter, is built using base as Linux. So it is mainly written in the C programming language, which is the mother of all languages. So it becomes very easy to build, and even you can customize the operating system however you want. That is the advantages of Linux operating system. If you are a fan of custom operating systems, you might have come across many custom ROMs for Android mobiles which have customizations. So this is all possible only by Unix or Linux operating systems. Let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of Linux operating system. Advantages of Linux operating system is that, as I told you, there are very less numbers of Linux operating system. So imagine you are a hacker, okay? You're targeting the people whom you want to hack. Would you hack like 100 people who are using the same phone? Like for example, let me take two different operating systems like iOS and Android. Would you target 100 people who are using Android or just 5 people who are using iOS? So obviously you target a huge group because the probability of getting what you want or hacking what you want is more when you have the ratio in more. So that is the reason why Linux is safe than Windows. That is one advantage. Another advantage is it's command based. So whenever you want to hack it or you want to build a malware to infect it, you must have high knowledge of coding, C programming it may be, or any other Java. Even you can use Python in Kali Linux. I have used it. So you must have high knowledge of this programming language if you want to infect any operating system based on Linux. This is one more advantage. It gives high security. So whenever you log in Windows, it's easy to be hacked because, as I told you, it's been used by many people. It's easily vulnerable to be hacking. That is one reason. But in Kali Linux, as soon as you log in, there is a root password. Once you enter the root password, you have to enter the user password again if you are a sub-user. Kali Linux is having a very unique hierarchical data structure where it manages folders or whatever for each user separately. So you can't mix it up, you can't access another user who is using the same system what you are using now. So this is another advantage. So as I told you, it is a command based. It can be easily, if you know the commands, it's very easy to use. It's very quick. So graphical will take some time to load because graphics obviously will take some time. But when you pass commands, it's easy to get the output. That's what I seen in Linux operating system. We can consider that as advantage. So speaking about disadvantages of Kali Linux, first disadvantage is it's very tough to learn. because in the world of people using Windows, it's very difficult for people to adapt Linux or Unix operating system, because for everything, every single thing, like it may be changing your password, creating a new user, creating a new folder, deleting a folder, you have to pass the commands, guys. You have to pass the command. How frustrating it is. That's the reason people don't go for Kali Linux, and that's the one disadvantages of Linux operating system. Another disadvantage is it's very difficult for people to learn it, because you have to remember numerous commands. It's very frustrating. So when I started learning Unix, at first I felt like, what is CD? What is LS? Why should I learn this? Windows is better. But when I started learning and when I dived deep into Linux operating system or Unix operating system, guys, believe me, if you dive deep into this subject, you will never come out. It's so interesting. It's so awesome. When you start learning every command, like if you start learning to create new folders in Unix operating system, you'll feel like you have conquered the world. That's the fun you get when you use Kali Linux. That's what I say, Unix or Kali Linux, whatever it is. So these are the advantages and disadvantages I discussed. Now let's dive into Kali Linux with relation to hacking. Is it really good for hackers? Do hackers really use Kali Linux to hack? Like, is it so good for hacking? Why? What is the reason? One thing is, Kali Linux, as I told you, is a penetration testing tool. So it has numerous tools which comes pre-installed. You need not install it. You have Wi-Fi, you have Bluetooth, you have forensic tools, and many numerous tools. If I keep on listing, it goes on. So you have numerous tools. That is the one thing why people choose Kali Linux for hacking. Then another thing is, once you mastered Kali Linux, there's nobody who can stop you. Mark my word, there's none. Nobody can stop you, because Unix is the base to any operating system. Once you master it, once you know the commands, nobody can like beat you. That's the thing you get from learning Unix, guys. Learn Unix or start learning Unix or Linux operating system. It's awesome. As I told you, you get readily installed tools, you get support for Java, Python, and many other programming languages which can be embedded into the Linux operating system, Kali Linux, and you can start your coding journey. So that's one thing. As I told you, the tools, that's the second thing. Third thing is it supports GUI also, graphical user interface. It's not only all about command. There are some software which provide you GUI, graphical user interface system, where you can easily start hacking or start learning to hack just with clicks. You have to know minimum knowledge about coding. So if you know that, easily you can start hacking, guys. That's the one more reason why people like hackers choose Kali Linux. There are many OS like a Parrot OS. People can use that, but mostly they dive into Kali Linux is for this reason. You may ask me, who are these hackers? Why do they start hacking us, or what are the uses? So basically, hackers are people who, without your permission, steal your data. It may be your picture, it may be your contact list, it may be your call logs, it may be your messages, it may be whatever data you have. That is called as hacking. When I started learning this subject, I understood one thing. Once I dive into this digital world, there's no coming back. All the data you feed into this digital world is done. Anybody has access to it. Whatever I have on Google, whatever I'm putting on YouTube now, anybody can access my metadata also from this video. That's the reality of the world. So you have track of everything. You are being tracked anywhere if you're using a smart device, not only smart mobile, Alexa, Google Home, anything. You are being tracked. It's IoT, Internet of Things. You are being tracked. Remember this. So coming back to who are hackers, as I told you, they illegally get your data to themselves. Like recently I had seen some hospital, AIMS hospital had been hacked and they had asked for ransom. So what they do is take me as a hacker. What I do is I take over your data, personal data. It may be pictures, it may be your call logs, it may be your private data, whatever you have in your mobile. Nobody knows it. I have the access now. So what I do is I blackmail you. I ask you for ransom. Thing is, I be like, pay 1 crore, I'll release your data. If you don't pay me 1 crore, I'll put it in dark web. I'll put it in some website. I'll share it. I'll blackmail you such a way. What people do who think their data is vulnerable to this, or who get scared when they are hacked, start paying things. But it's 50-50 chances where you get back your data, guys, after you pay. That is the reality. It's 50-50 chances. So let us discuss about types of hackers. Even in hackers there are types. They are white hat hackers, grey hat, and black hat. So what are this hat? Does it mean they wear black hat like me and sit like a black hat hacker? No, that's not the truth. The thing is, they have been categorized as how they act in the world of hacking. So in hacking, you have something called as ethical and unethical. Ethical in the way you work for the government or you work for a federal institution or the force where you are forced to take the data from a criminal for saving the country or for some good cause. That is ethical hacking. So unethical hacking is me taking your Instagram account, Facebook account, YouTube account, hacking into your bank account. Those are all considered as unethical hacking. So white hat hackers do not interfere into unethical things. They are always into ethical things, like they work for some institution or some government or some society where they fight these unethical hackers or cyber crime or something like that. I think you got an idea of what I'm speaking. Grey hat are a mix of two things, like ethical and unethical. When I'm supposed to do ethical things, I will find a profit in unethical thing. I'll choose that path. They are gray hat. So black hat is completely unethical, guys. People who hack your Instagram account nowadays, that's the trend. I'll be teaching you how people do that in future video. So do like, subscribe, and comment below if you like the video. I'll be soon teaching you how people hack your Instagram account, and you will be aware of it, and you will find hell lot of fun in it. So coming back, black hat hackers completely are unethical, guys. Hacking your bank account, hacking your Instagram account, hacking your YouTube, Facebook, social media account, hacking your mobile. Everything is considered as unethical. So people who do this are known as black hat hackers. If you ask me what I am, I have just started my hacking journey. So I would consider myself as white hat because I hack myself. Like first thing, I learned something. I never execute on any target person. I never target a person. First thing, it's not good to target a person and hack their credentials or information. I would not recommend you do the same. So please be ethical whenever you hack a person or hack something. Know that you're doing the right thing. Once you have the power in your hand, there's a wording called with great power comes great vulnerability. So with the power you have, you're more vulnerable. Be careful. That's the thing I would warn you if you're going into the hacking journey. So I would consider myself as white hack because now I hack myself. Like whenever I find something, whenever I create a malware or whenever I create some virus, I execute it on my PC or my mobile and I check if it's really working. If it's working, you don't know the happiness I get. I feel like I conquered something. You must start learning from today, and you must start. This journey is like never ending, guys. I just today itself go start learning, take a book or take a YouTube course or take a course from online. Start learning Kali Linux. You will thank me for this. Start learning from today itself. So, if you ask me, I don't know any coding language. I don't know more about what you're talking now. I understood nothing about it. I never knew about vulnerabilities, or I never knew about hacking, or I never knew about the operating system things. Don't worry, because there's no end for learning. You can start today, and within a year, you can have the knowledge of what I'm speaking today. It's so easy. Just don't mug up things. Understand things. Watch the videos. Read the books. Understand it, and mainly after reading it, I would say you start executing it. For example, take a program where you have to find the maximum of two numbers. Don't laugh at me, I'm just talking this to the basic people. When you learn about the program where to find maximum of two numbers, implement it. Open your PC, open the compiler, start writing the code, compile it, run it, put your inputs, get the outputs, check if you're getting the right outputs for the right inputs. If yes, you have succeeded. Test on yourself. Put three numbers. Told you the program is only for maximum of two. Should it run for three numbers? Should it run for one number? Try this. After you try this, you will start learning. This is the process of learning. It's not only reading books. It's not only seeing the video. Implement in your life. Implement it. You will start learning hell lot of things. That's how I started learning. This is the introduction video of Kali Linux. In future video, I'll be introducing you to world of hacking. I'll be demonstrating you each and every hacks, different types of hacks. So thank you for watching, guys. So I'll be ending my video here. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below with your opinions. Be waiting for the next video. I'll be back soon. See you. Bye bye.